Drive on Lugnutz. Play on my tanger.
'Tis none other than us, the Lugnutz podcast.
Welcome, folks. Recorded 12 February 2024. Ford. Toyota tops. Mitsubishi launches. A Skoda, and more on this week's Lugnutz. Thank you for joining us.
Enjoy the show. Drive on Lugnutz.
We want you to drive on right over here. Facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast. That's where you're going to find all of our latest polished content coming out to you right there. A lot like our smooth and polished first story.
So Ford is ditching several features because nobody uses them.
Well, that's
Like this one
fine.
here, the active park assist. They're ditching it because nobody uses it.
fair.
Parallel parking isn't that hard. So
And
like,
why waste the microchips for something nobody's going to use, if we're being honest?
I've never used their parking system. It's probably harder to figure out how to use it
And everybody else.
is to just like,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and you're there.
parallel parking wise, I mean, when I have had to parallel park that TL, because it's so big and the back end's mysterious, you do have to kind of get out. You're like, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Or you got to have markers to where you know, like, all right, I'm good. But
So-
yeah, besides that, I mean, I would love a park assist, but apparently people are saying, I'm good. No, thanks.
Yeah, not for the Fords. They say very, very few people actually use the feature. So, sayonara.
Like they
to
came out with a
park
TSB
assist.
and nobody actually got it fixed. You're like, yeah, but this is the problem. Like, oh, is it?
It's
Oh, I didn't know. I don't use that.
This is another feature that's going to go the way of the seat subscription.
Yeah, man.
You can't get around it. Day 2. We got around it. So that didn't work.
It is a little bit of trial and error, you know. I mean, there used to be a coffee maker in a car. I believe it was Volkswagen.
The record player at one point.
Yeah, you know,
Can you
they had-
imagine the bumps?
They had
on it?
weird. Oh yeah, you couldn't. It didn't matter how many nickels you put on there.
No.
No, that thing's skipping. Worse than a compact disc.
Well, speaking of errors, let's go check this next story. GM has a recall in Canada. Chevy Silverado GMC Sierra pickup truck due to a tailgate issue.
Oh,
Tailgate can open when you're driving.
yeah, that's bad, especially if you have shit in the back.
Yeah,
It's not going to stay there.
It's not gonna
Especially when you
be
take
there.
off. That's when like hatch goes down. It's like an old, comedy
kind of like
scene.
it's probably random.
Mm-hmm. Hatch goes down. You drive off, and all your shit in the bed just sitting right in front
Well,
of
I'm
Greg
thinking
in his
it's
Kia.
probably more like when you're in the middle of the highway and you have like something in the back and whoosh, there it
Oh
goes.
yeah, there is that possibility. Too.
Like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
It doesn't say right when you start the car. It just says
Imagine that like a stoplight when you're taking off, because that's when the inertia would. And if there's a problem with that latch or something,
no. It's the electric circuit. There's some the electronic switch may short circuit due to water.
yeah, in the tailgate. Yeah, so that's where I was thinking. So if it's short circuiting at the right time, it would stay locked. All right, that's my first thought,
It's not the problem.
but that's not the problem. So it's just and it's bye shit.
They're
That
going to
sucks.
replace the exterior touchpad and switch assembly for free.
Maybe not have a touchpad.
Well,
Why does everything have to be touch?
because this is the future, and the future is touch.
Just a little touch.
We can touch this next story. Dependable cars The JD Power list is out for dependable cars. Toyota tops the list. Segment with just 174 problems per 100 vehicles. Whereas Chrysler, 310 problems per 100 vehicles. That's
a lot.
Like a lot.
Man, it is. That's a lot. Holy shit. You are always visiting your car dealership.
So let's go down and look at the list.
Oh, boy.
We have top in the list here Lexus with 135, Toyota with 147,
Okay.
Buick with 149.
That's pretty good.
That's really good to know. I mean, for like the 4 people that buy Buick.
Well, it's nice to know when I get to that age that I can depend on a Buick. You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be reliable.
Just one more
apparently.
lease,
So
and then
when you get to that age, you buy a Buick, you get happy.
yeah. Chevrolet 174. This is the brand rankings. Porsche, Mini, Porsche, Mazda, Kia, BMW with 190. That's surprising how many. They're the same as Dodge, Jeep. Study event average is 190, so that's about normal. That's what normal is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normal.
Cadillac 96, Hyundai 98, along with Subaru, Nissan, Genesis 200, Ram 201. Now we're getting up there. GMC 206, Honda, Acura, Mercedes-Benz.
Damn, Acura's really up there.
218, Infiniti 219, Volvo. Ooh, wow, I never thought that many. 245 with Volvo.
Well, we had that story a couple podcasts back of like GM, and then what was it, the Trailblazer? Because there was the most amount of problems on that cars ever. Yeah. So, I mean, and to see them above Acura, I'm like, wow, some people are having a lot of problems.
Lincoln with 251, Volkswagen with 276, Land Rover with 268, Audi with 275, Chrysler with 310, and way down the bottom here, we have Tesla with 252.
It's not a good look, Elon. That's not a good look. That's horrible.
Really bad.
I mean, 252, so you're right under, what is that? Lincoln. And just above Volkswagen. So, but you're all electric. That's where I was really hoping that, like, Acura's problems, like, they weren't coming from that electric ZDX they just put out. Because when Acura puts something out, it's usually like, okay, here's a cascade of shit. All right, now that that's over with, now you can buy the car. But it's like, it's kind of weird.
We forgot to engineer it. There's lots of problems.
You know what I mean? Like,
oops.
Holy shit, man. Like, over 200 for every 100 cars. That's a lot of problems. These people are going to their dealerships a lot.
Well, if you scroll all the way down
low,
beyond where you think you've gone to another article, lower.
Wow. We're still going.
We have a list of the 2024 U.S. vehicle dependabilities. The most dependable model is the Porsche 718.
Well, you're also paying for a Porsche.
I would expect that.
Yeah, you should. You should be on this list. If you're not, then...
So they have listed here the top 3 models per segment. Compact car is the highest ranked Toyota Corolla, followed by the Honda Civic and the Prius. Can't win them all. Compact premium car is the Lexus IS, the BMW 4, and the BMW 3 Series.
German,
with
Japanese
lots of
in there.
problems. Okay.
Yeah.
Mid-size car, we have Toyota Camry, Chevy Malibu, and the Hyundai Sonata. I'm surprised to see the Malibu on there.
I was too. Like Sonata, I'm not very surprised.
Yeah, you see them everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. But like Chevy, I'm like, look at you. Golf clap. Golf clap. You're doing good.
Mid-size premium vehicle is the Lexus ES.
So once again, a lot of like premium or luxury brands on this list, as opposed to the last one. Not doing so well on the normal
The
side.
highest ranked sports car is the 718, followed by the Chevy Corvette.
Okay, well, it makes sense. That makes sense.
A little further down the list, we have the compact US. The further down the list, we have the on the JD Powers U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. They have for compact premium SUV, the winner is Lexus NX, followed by the Cadillac XT4, followed by the Porsche Macan.
Okay.
So that's pretty nice. Nice to see a Cadillac.
So I guess it McCann.
It McCann down to the compact SUV. Highest rank is a Chevy Equinox.
Awesome.
Followed by the Buick Envision and the Toyota RAV4. You know what?
Those are real popular.
Now that you mention it, I think I do see a lot of Buick Envisions.
Yeah.
Around. I think I see those Buicks. A lot of people.
There are a lot of the Buick SUVs do really well. Buick SUVs do well. Do they even make sedans anymore? I don't know. You mentioned like the Prius earlier. I'm like, is that just? Do they still have multiple Priuses? Because there was that time they had like 3 or 4 Priuses. They were trying to make their own like Prius brand.
I hope not. Large SUV, highest rank is the Chevy Tahoe.
Those new ones look really nice. I got to see one of the new Tahoes. They're not bad.
They didn't change them at all.
Wow, it was brand new. I just saw like a brand new model. It was like 23.
Yes, a new car looks good.
The style of the Tahoe, though, it looks really nice. It's a nice looking SUV, especially because
it's not a bad.
It's a big SUV. If you need the space, it's nice and comfy inside.
For a Chevy,
I mean, there's always that low bar there.
Uh-huh.
There's always that low bar, but they stepped over it well.
All right, well, mid-size premium SUV, highest ranked is the Lexus RX or the Lexus GX. Runner up.
Okay.
Mid-size SUV, highest rank is Toyota 4Runner, followed by the Jeep Cherokee and the Toyota Venza.
That's what I found interesting. You have the Cherokee, you got the Grand Cherokee. They're essentially the Jeep's the only people saying, this is the same car. One's smaller, one's larger. That's it.
Yeah.
They're the only people that are honestly doing that. You got the RDX and the MDX. You got all these people that are giving things different names.
Volkswagen was like that for a while.
Yeah, Jeep. They're just like Cherokee, Grand Cherokee. Like they visited Starbucks and they're like, Grande? Nah, we'll go with Grand. I know it was long before that, but that joke still works, guys. Okay.
Small premium SUV, highest rank is the BMW X1, followed by the Volvo CX40. Small SUV, highest rank is a Buick Encore. More awards for Buick.
Dude, I'm totally buying a Buick when I get old.
Seriously.
Fucking right.
Toyota, followed by the Toyota C-Tech HR, followed by the Chevy Trax. Upper midsize SUV, highest rank is the Chevy Traverse, followed by Buick once again. Buick Enclave.
Chevy Traverses, dude. I do see them coming to the body shop frequently. There's a lot of those out there.
So a lot of people who drive Chevy Traverses don't know how to drive. Nice to know.
Or they just get in bad situations with them. It's unfortunate either way.
And followed by the last one, which is the Toyota Highlander.
That is a classic car. Like some of those old Highlanders had such a nice style to them. And, I mean, now they just look like every other cookie cutter SUV. But
we have upper mid-size premium SUV is the BMW X6, followed by the Porsche Cayenne, followed by the BMW X5.
All right, all cars I can't afford, so you should be on this list. Good job.
Well, further down the list, we have on the list of JD Power's U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. This is the segment of pickup and vans. Heavy-duty pickup is the Ford Super Duty. He's the highest ranked, followed by GMC Sierra HD.
Okay.
Followed by the Chevy Silverado HD.
All makes sense.
Yes. Large light-duty pickup is the Toyota Tundra, followed by the GMC Sierra, the Chevy Silverado, and the Ram 1500.
Once again, all makes sense.
Absolutely. Chevy midsize is the Toyota Tacoma as the winner, Chevy Colorado, followed by the Ford Ranger.
Just an America Fest. Like, I know we're like the only people with, like, the space for really big trucks.
Yeah, kind of. We're a big country.
We planned that.
There's a
in
lot
most
to
places
see here. Stop by the States. Anywhere.
And you can drive a truck.
There's a lot of us.
There you go. You can finally drive a truck. How's that feel, huh?
Hey, maybe you don't want a truck. Maybe you want a minivan, and you could get the highest ranked Kia Sedona. Okay. They're pretty nice inside. I've seen one. I had an employee.
Yeah, I had a Sedona roll through the shop. They are nice. Kia really does do a good Lego. I've always said Kias are like Legos, but some of their cars, they really do properly. Those blocks snap into place, and like true Legos, they don't come out, and they just work. You ever get those two Legos that stick together?
Well, the runners-up are Toyota Sienna and the Honda Odyssey. And I think that ends our Odyssey onto the J.D. Powers dependability list.
A lot of good names.
I like to see the Buick there. There was a lot of Buick on the list.
Something you don't think of, because like we always make fun of on this show, is that Buick is a little bit of an old person's car. A little bit, yeah. So to actually see a lot of Buick be out there and be dependable, like old Grand,
they helped. Other than making fun of that mid-refresh Buick we had last week.
Well, yeah.
It's never good when we have. Let's refresh it in the middle. Maybe if we stop mid-season and we fix a few things, like maybe not look so ugly or whatever the problem was.
Acura did that with the MDX. They did the new grille, and that was the only thing they changed in their car. They were like, "Yeah, but here's a new grille." You're like, "Yeah, but it's ugly." Yeah, we're gonna put it on everything though. It's still ugly. Yeah, but look, everything has it.
So everything's ugly.
Yeah, everything has an ugly grill. Okay, that's what you're going with. They try to improve it little by little, but sometimes you just have an ugly product. Sorry.
And sometimes we got the next story. Let's go see what's happening in Korea. I mean the South one, not the crazy North guy with weapons. So Hyundai has got big plans for EV and EV batteries in the U.S. They'll be opening a plant soon in October to gain the 7,500 EV tax credit. This is something everybody wants to shoot for if you're in the auto industry.
I know this is kind of a random question, and we may not know, but I do kind of want to look it up. But do they buy Hyundais in North Korea? Or are they just like, no, fuck it, I have some Chinese auto manufacturer I buy cars from? Because I know they don't like each other. I don't really think they're on like the, hey, let me buy your car kind of talking basis.
I don't know what they drive.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously we know what the South Koreans are driving. I don't imagine
probably
their relationship
anymore.
Like, hey, fuck you.
Since the deal with Russia and the weapons and stuff, they probably buy Russian cars. So
Russian, Chinese cars. I'm
thinking Russian cars, probably Chinese stuff as well.
I don't imagine them saying, "Hey, fuck you. By the way, where's my car?"
I mean,
like
or it's a state car. Okay. This is our car for our country.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is the one you get. There is a truck. This is the model.
This is truck. This is car.
This is car. This is truck. What is your problem?
This is SUV.
I'm sorry I made him Russian.
All of a sudden, they just turned Russian real quick.
I do not do North Korean accent. No accent. I do what I do. This is what I have. Well, the South Koreans are building a $7.6 billion EV mega plant in Georgia. Opened in 2022.
So the little brother's doing good.
Hyundai and Kia accounted for around 8% of passenger EVs sold, which is about 117,000.
That's good.
117,000 sounds like a lot of units to me.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
according to Bloomberg.
Okay. Another shit. That's pretty good.
Their new mega plant will be able to build an additional 300,000 vehicles.
How's their
Kia
grid?
says they can expand to 500,000.
Okay.
I will say these are way better looking in person.
Yeah.
I saw one
They
in
are.
the supermarket the other day.
Yeah.
It's way better. I think it just doesn't photograph well.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those cars out there now that they don't photograph well, but when I actually see them in person, I'm like,
Yeah,
all
it's
right, that's not bad.
actually better looking. It does stand out quite a bit. It's just
You know what I was actually
not-
impressed
the
with?
camera's not its friend.
A Kia Seltos. Since we're talking about Hyundai, Kia Seltos. I saw one of those. It was a fucking awful color. Awful color. It was like a fucking burnt orange or some shit. But
That's
the
a color
body
you don't.
lines-
Normally, you only see gray and
yeah.
black and maybe a blue.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, the Asian market, they'll give you like a weird color. Like I remember when I worked for Nissan, we had like this Pathfinder come in, and it was like a burnt bronze mixed with orange. Nobody wanted that car. Like nobody. It stayed on the lot so long. There were like bees, and spider webs, and everything like showing that this thing has not been touched. Like it was an awful color. It's probably the ugliest color I've seen in a long time.
They probably sold it for a huge discount.
Oh yeah, just to get it the fuck off the lot. Somebody like, I don't care what color.
This
it is.
thing, it's driving customers away from the lot. They're going to fucking Kia because this thing is so ugly.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Oh man, there were a bunch of ugly decisions made in past cars, but these, like you're saying, they're not bad looking, especially when you look at them in person. I think that there's it's just that I'm still not sold on the EV. Like how's their grid? Imagine if there is one, it's pretty fresh, pretty new. Maybe they're like Japan. They can support all the EVs they want to make.
I think it's tsunamis out there because they're on the Ring of Fire.
Yep. Okay.
The Ring of Fire will take you higher, but let's see what Mitsubishi's doing. Mitsubishi is going to change the world with ClickShop. Mitsubishi Motors of North America has partnered with AutoFi and Santander to launch ClickShop 2.0.
Okay.
I don't remember 1.0.
I was about to say they had one.
I think
Okay.
we've been doing this podcast a while. I think we remember it. I mean, I don't always click on Mitsubishi.
Maybe you thought it was just a
But-
dumb article.
I could have. Oh, it could have been a slow news week.
Yep. And it got lost
Or
in the
they
sauce.
started with 2 because it sounds better than 1. They say this will revolutionize the way people shop for automotive vehicles at Mitsubishi.
Oh, at Mitsubishi. I was about to say that's not anything new, but for Mitsubishi, yeah. For the longest time, I guess from what I've been told in the industry is that there were a lot of grandfather laws that help promote only being able to buy a car at a car dealership. Then you had like Carvana, different people who went onto the online market, and now it makes sense for the auto manufacturers. They've always had that option of, hey, well, you can order one, build your own custom at the factory and all that. But having an online, hey, I just want to buy a car, click, done. That's having that online marketplace would be really cool.
Well, this will enable Mitsubishi Motor dealers to deliver the buying experience customers have long desired.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, they fret about that car dealership experience of going in there, buying a car. They always feel like they're getting screwed.
I have to go in on Thursday. My leases have.
Oh, boy.
ClickShop 2.0, Mitsubishi Motors will become the first U.S.-based auto manufacturer to authorize personalized shop by payment on its manufacturer dealer partner website, leveraging pre-qualification capabilities of Santander.
maybe you want to lease a Buick. They're nice and safe.
Already scheduled.
Reliable.
Already scheduled a. And they're not really. They didn't change the 3. It's just
Yeah.
sort of. I need a hatchback to fit big refrigerators in it.
God, I hope leasing is different from when I left the industry.
I also travel almost no miles, so
I mean, that's true. You can get like the lowest lease possible, and you'll still. Be
I get a
fine.
regular one
Well, I mean, mileage
because I
wise.
like. Yeah, no, I'll get a regular.
You get like 10,000, which I think is the lowest. And
Yeah, no, that's.
do you go 10,000 miles?
No,
a
I
year?
did. I just broke it. I just
Oh.
broke 10,000.
In the total lease.
Yeah, no. That I got that per year, but I just have. That's it. It's gonna be a great used car.
Oh
It
yeah!
really
Oh
will.
my God! Somebody's gonna eat that up. It has how many miles? What? Oh, I'm getting that one, bud. That's gonna be snatched right up.
It doesn't have the turbo, so hopefully, I'm hoping I can get a sunroof.
Oh man, that'd be great. I mean,
We'll
I
have
do
to
like my
talk
sunroof.
about it next week. We'll see.
We'll see.
Back to
Right here on Lugnutz. We'll see.
Back to Mitsubishi. System powered by AutoFi, based on just a soft credit pull. Customers can see all in-stock vehicles that meet their financial qualifications and then confidently shop by payment to select a car that fits their budget. It's a 70% reduction in vehicle purchase time.
And you know what? They
Which-
probably already have a built-in markup on the car to where if you want to pay a click, buy a car, hey, no muss, no fuss, no hassle. It's an easy experience that everybody has been clamoring for. I think honestly, it's the right move. It's the right move for Mitsubishi. I mean, I'm just surprised that this is the first person that we're talking about to really do this.
Yeah.
Of hey, you can see what we have in stock. Hey, you like this car? Certified used? Click that button, Junior. It is yours. Come pick it up when you want. 6, 7, and now you can schedule out a more effective detail department for your car sales. Hey, this car is going to be ready here. We already have it sold. They go in the box. They sign the signed paperwork, or they do the e-signature, and you literally just pick up your keys. I don't know. I mean, there's
That'd be cool.
a wide open range here. Like, hey, and then maybe some places will offer to deliver it to you. Then you
That'd be
literally
nice, too.
don't have to leave your house. That would
Actually,
be
I
the
think
ultimate
someone-
car buying experience. It'd be
It's
like
like-
at a GTA.
That sounds like a Carvana thing. We'll deliver it to your house.
Yeah, like Enterprise. We'll pick you up. Hey, you bought my car. I had to do literally nothing.
Well, let's pick up this next story. So Nissan missed the hybrid craze. I think they're still doing vehicles. So their Nissan saw a sales growth in the last 3 months. They're not keeping pace with everybody else. It's
Well,
just
you
not-
have to make a
it's
new
not
car, redesign something, come
They
out with
just
something
redesign
new.
something, and they're good for another 10 years, right? Well,
That's-
apparently the market doesn't think so. People seem to want hybrids. So they're thinking of starting to introduce a hybrid to be more competitive, which I think would help.
Yeah.
I used to own a Nissan, and I get those Nissan emails. Your Nissan points. That's all right. I'm good.
Keep your
I'm
points.
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Keep the points.
So they're gonna fix things to contend with rising interest rates and bottleneck in supply chain.
I mean, the hybrids are the way to go. I mean, Nissan, it's not like they've been in a stranger to EV. They put out the Leaf well before Tesla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
What do they do with it?
they were installing charging ports into people's houses like right from the jump. So a lot of people have a charging station that probably has the wrong port for what they want, if they don't have that original thing. But with like Tesla making a lot of stuff, there's a lot of things that if you have that EV, you can still take advantage of a lot of what's going on in that market.
Yeah.
Especially if you bought like that charger, I got to imagine there's like
Mhm.
at least an aftermarket conversion of plug.
you could probably
here.
just switch it up.
It's got to be like a simple
to the new
connector.
one.
You know what I mean? Boom,
Yeah.
boom. Hey, here's the right one. plug it into your real thing, but
Maybe
you
not
already paid for that
simple,
charger.
but you probably have to replace the whole unit.
Definitely expensive.
You have to replace the whole unit,
Probably.
the whole thing. Modern technology and all.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're doing overseas. This is the first sketches of the Skoda Octavia RS.
Did they want to do a couple more sketches and then release an article about it, or like
No, this
somebody got too click happy?
we're
Sent
really
an email.
Look, we're really stretched for stories this week. So this is it. This is it. They dropped a new sketch, and it will debut on February 14th.
Okay.
So we will see it in the future. Redesigned daytime running lights, extended on the downward bumper.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And then they got the arrows there, which is kind of cool design wise.
It also launched with a supersized touchscreen. What does that mean? How big? Tesla's got a big one. How big is supersized?
I mean, if you imagine Tesla is large, then go supersize from there. I mean, they just say supersize. So I mean,
bigger? Could you? You're supposed to be watching the road,
yeah,
right?
Now with that supersized touchscreen, with that supersized touchscreen, you can now see the whole road too. It's like if the fucking touchscreen was like from here to the other side, like I
thought by the year 2020 we'd all have heads-up displays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you asked me 20 years ago when they launched the Bolt, hey, will it catch fire a lot? I would have said, I don't know.
Yeah, but the HUD is really kind of annoying though. The heads-up display. I mean, just driving, just what little I have, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Well. It's, and now it is kind of cool, like because some of them have the feature to add the navigation in front of you. So like turn right in 500 feet and it's in front of you. You don't have to turn or look.
It's really helpful, but I think it's really hard to do, especially with certain light. Because you need a really powerful.
Well, yeah, it's the LED just projecting right at that windshield. And I mean, it also depends on like time of day.
Yeah,
California fucking afternoon.
Well, the sun,
like right in rush hour traffic.
Yeah,
it's coming at you.
If you can't see as it is, like
yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, that California afternoon will fuck up your day.
Yeah, well, but if you'd like to improve your day, you could jump over to our internets.
We want you to hop on over here to our Facebook site. Facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast. That's where you're going to find all of our luggy and nutty polished content coming to you every week. And of course, it doesn't matter if you drive a Prius or a Trailblazer, because nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on!
Cadillac 2025 CT5 production has been pushed back. It's not going to start. I know. Worrying start as much. If you can't hear that at home, he's making very worried.
He is very hero time.
I guess he loves the Cadillac. They're more dependable than we all thought.
He's definitely worried about Cadillac.
Yeah,
and, he's just a big fan of Cadillac. I didn't even know this about Doodles. Until next week, gang, we'll see you then. Drive on!
Drive on, Lugnutz.